front row every single race, but then I ended up...
Yeah, I got it a little bit too hard on the gas in 3 and pushed it a little bit, killed all the momentum through the next lap.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We've got round number 5 in the Wednesday Night Dash Series tonight. And it's been all Chad Winstead thus far through the season. He's won all 4 of the first races, with Mark Vickers finishing in second in all of them as well. They just finished up qualifying here. They're going to have a long pace lap to get through the field. But let's go ahead and take a look here at the starting lineup.
Have a good race, gentlemen. Good luck, everybody.
Starting on the pole is going to be number 84, Mark Vickers. Starting to his outside is going to be Justin Neves in the 82 car.
Going into turn 1. You're behind me.
Chad Crow's back with us, starting on the inside of row number 2 in that 92 car. And starting fourth is a familiar paint scheme there for Eric Blum. Zach Bowles is going to wheel off starting 5th. And 6th is going to be Chad Winstead in a beautiful looking Exide battery scheme. And the 2 league founders starting in the final row here tonight with Erik Richardson and DJ Fluck side by side. Looks like we are missing Bernard Pollard as well as Kyle Fluck tonight, so that's unfortunate. But I'm happy to have Tyler Snyder back in the booth here with me. It was a little lonely last week at Watkins Glen. Tyler, what do you think about the Indianapolis Motor Speedway?
Well, this is a track we don't go to in real life anymore, at least not this configuration. So, be interested to see how these cars handle this racetrack. It's definitely different for sure. You got long straightaways and real flat corners, so be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm also pretty excited to see if anybody can dethrone Chad Winstead.
Yeah, as we mentioned there in the intro, Chad Winstead won all 4 races from Daytona to the road course at Watkins Glen and everywhere in between that they've been so far, Auto Club as well as Charlotte. It's been all Chad Winstead with Mark Vickers in the runner-up spot.
I'm going to go ahead and make my prediction as these cars roll out of turn 1 that this is finally it. This is the week Mark Vickers gets it done.
I'm still taking Chad. He was fastest in practice by quite a bit. I think he just caught the wall there in his qualifying lap, but
you know, he's never really qualified up here in these top 1 or 2 spots, so that makes it that much more impressive that he drives in the back every week.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to do real quick was just pop up. Here's the look at the point standings after 4 races. Of course, Chad Winstead's your points leader and Mark Vickers is second, but Erik Richardson jumped up to third after a nice run last week at Watkins Glen. He's 1 point ahead of the tie of Eric Blum and Justin Neves. So a big group of guys stuck right there, third, fourth, even fifth. Zach Bowles there, you see. So a lot of points positions still going to be sorted out before the end of the season, and it'll take a big jump towards figuring out who's going to finish where here at this big 2.5 mile square shaped racetrack as we're getting ready to go green here. Pace car's going to pull off. And the green flag's out. Mark Vickers is going to lead Justin Neves. It was a great night to qualify if you happen to be in the 80s. And a big start down there in the bottom by Zach Bowles. See, he took it 3 wide, and he's already up to third.
He's making a lot of ground here real quick. He's going to go for second in turn 2. I think Zach really has a good shot at this race. He's been fast every week. He just needs to put together complete races. He's getting a huge draft. He's going for our leader.
These straightaways between going into 3 and going into 1 is Zach Bowles. Where did he start? 5th? And he might lead lap number 1. Unbelievable.
Oh, we got a car around.
Uh-oh.
82 off the nose of Chad Winstead. Looks like maybe one more car was involved as Zach Bowles is going to come around and lead this first lap.
Dang, that's a bummer for those guys involved in that, but it was Zach Bowles leading lap number 1. 39 more to go here, and would you think they're going to have to pit tonight, Tyler? I know it's kind of been the story all season long. I don't know. I think we'll be right on the edge.
Yeah, this is a big racetrack at 2.5 miles, so 40 laps seems like a little bit of a stretch here to me, but, you know, we've been wrong before.
Yeah, and we know Mark Vickers was just slightly wrong at Daytona, led all but 1 lap, and unfortunately it was the one with the pay window, that very last one when he ran out of gas on the final lap, allowing Chad Winstead to sneak through and capture the win.
Poor guy, we got to bring this up every single week, don't we?
Yeah.
He's got to listen to us talk about it every week. He's running second right now.
Chad's got a little bit of work to do. He's about 4 seconds behind our leaders.
Yeah, Zachary Bowles has been really fast. I don't remember exactly where it was.
Looked like he missed the corner that time.
Yep, there's
really drove it in.
So I was just getting ready to say he needs to just have a clean race and make no mistakes. I really think he's got a good shot to win a lot of these races. He just has made too many mistakes, I think, to stay up front. Either burning his tires off or spinning himself out or what. So I think if he just backs the car up a little bit, maybe even rides second to Mark Vickers right here, just kind of follows his line, I think that'll be very beneficial. That's
yeah, I'd have to say, just based on looking at what they're doing, we haven't driven the NextGen cars all that many times, but I'd have to say that Vickers is doing a much better job of saving his tires right now than Zach is.
Yeah, you can see Mark is just backing, his entries up, getting it to the white line, and just kind of letting it roll to center. You see it right there. Yeah, 53. He's just running too high on the racetrack. That also can eat your tires up. Yeah, you can see it. The 84 is just holding it down close to that white line.
Oh, Zach Bowles got loose there. Here comes Mark Vickers to the inside.
And it is not easy to save these things when they get sideways like that.
And look at that 6 car getting bigger in their rearview mirror as well.
Yeah, he wants to see those guys be side by side.
So put Mark Vickers back to the point. And here's a view as what Chad Winstead's seeing right now.
This might be the best thing to happen to the 53 here. So if you just kind of follow this 84 around and just run his line, save his tires, don't push the car too hard. He's going to go to the inside of the 84 on entry of turn 1. here. Even with the car to the outside, he elects to run just a little bit higher up the racetrack. Interesting.
Yeah, it's really pushing Mark Vickers up, and look what it's done to the 6 car.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, it worked. He got the lead. That's what matters. 6 cars starting to reel these guys in pretty quick
Chad
here.
Winstead had to love every second of that. Whoa, Zach Bowles out of shape again. Nice save.
That's twice, yeah. These things, like I said, once you get them stepped out a little, it's hard to get them reeled back in.
Holy shit, Chad, he's 3 seconds back and he's already up here. What the hell?
Don't take your eye off the 4th place car of Erik Richardson either. If these guys really start to race, these top 3, he can start reeling them in. He's not that far off.
Back on board once again with Chad Winstead.
Oh, that's my apologies. That was actually a lap car back there that I was seeing in my camera.
Might have been Chad Crow.
Yeah,
He must have been that other car involved in that lap 1 incident, as we see Chad get a big run on Mark Vickers.
I think Mark is playing it smart right now, though. He's taking it easy, saving his stuff. Let these guys burn their stuff up. Really see it right there. I mean, see how well Mark just stuck to that white line. That's his way around this place for sure.
Definitely a difficult racetrack to get around. You see Zach Bowles go wide once again, still able to hang on to the lead. It's fun to watch out the front windshield of the 6 car. Probably got the best seat in the house.
Yeah. And this place it's definitely not easy to make a pass here. You really got to work for it. So, both Chad and Mark might be playing this smart. You're going to have to wait for the right run to come along to make a pass.
Gotta wonder what the tires are doing. I know these next gens, they don't have quite the fall off that some of the other cars like the Xfinity ARCA car do. And the draft is pretty strong as well.
Yeah, draft is surprisingly strong in these cars.
Chad's doing a little bit better job than both of the leaders right now of keeping it on the white line, but he's kind of stuck right now. He's going to get a run right here, I think, on Vickers.
Yeah, that's where you're going to have to make passes on these straightaways.
And here he comes to the inside. Vickers gave him plenty of room that time, but it's interesting. Balls and Vickers there on the outside, really able to drive it off. Get the momentum down the straightaways.
Yeah, Zach just got really loose right there. Second, third, and a big run on him. But when you got somebody to your outside like that, once you're on the inside like Chad did right there, it's hard to complete the pass. It's such a big run on the straightaway, and you just can't let the car slide all the way to the wall like you want to. It really hurts your run on those big straightaways.
Audio is there.
I think it's just you. I'm watching it live on my TV here.
Going to the cockpit here of the, or not the cockpit, I'm sorry, the chopper view. You can kind of see the different runs through the corners.
3 guys under a blanket right now. It's just hard to go anywhere.
See, Vickers gets a great run through the corner, but look at the launch Vols gets from the high side down the straightaway. And here comes Chad Winstead once again to the inside. Looks like this time he's going to be able to clear him. To move Chad Winstead into second.
Now I'll be interested to see if he can get by our leader. We were saying that maybe he needs to move down, but so far this line has actually worked really well for him. Be interested to see if Chad can make a move on the bottom of him.
And maybe Vickers can learn what Chad's doing. See Zach Bowles diving into the inside, trying to break the draft. Clearly, it's pretty strong in these cars. You remember our mock race at Auto Club, and
Yeah, you get a huge run. Chad gets a good run out of turn 3 right there. Not going to do anything with it, but...
Trying to break the slipstream like you're driving a Porsche.
Now right there you saw Zachary Voles. He was a little bit lower there. I wonder if he's trying to take that 6 cars line away.
It's tough to break off of this battle. It's probably the best battle we've had all season long. But we will get you through the field once this thing kind of separates. Still Eric Blum running 4th, Erik Richardson 5th. Justin Neves right now is 6th, DJ Fluck 7th, and Chad Crow in 8th. But this has been the battle right here, these 3 cars. Zach Voles. And here comes Mark Vickers with a pretty aggressive move to the inside. He says, I'm tired of finishing 2nd.
Oh, yeah, Chad got a little squirrely up there, and I think he's going to get passed for 3rd, or 2nd, I'm sorry.
That paint scheme's
like
gorgeous.
That is. Looks like he just missed the entry to turn 3 right there.
I don't know if he missed it or if he was just giving the 84 plenty of room, but definitely cost him the spot. And now Zach Voles is actually pulling away a little bit right now.
Yeah, Chad's starting to lose a little bit of time. Chad's got a decent little run down the backstretch. See if he pushes Mark Vickers or goes to the inside. Looks like he gave him a little bit of an air push there.
Riding off the back bumper of your leader, Zach Voles. Down the super long front stretch here. And you can see the draft in motion. Winstead kind of pushing the 84 there of Vickers into one. There's that high line Voles has been able to make work.
Yeah, I'm extremely impressed that he's been able to run that high line this long and this well.
Back on board here with Mark Vickers. It's a tough spot to be there when you're Vickers. You got to deal with Chad Winstead right behind you while still trying to reel in the leader. 3 different lines those guys take through turn number 1. Vickers able to close the gap on Zach Voles.
Vickers looking almost to his quarter panel right there.
Yeah, he got through the corner really, really well that time. And here comes Chad Winstead. Almost thought about taking a peek to the outside. Vickers shuts the door. Tremendous battle for the lead.
He's going to get a good run here off of 3. He's there. He's at his quarter. He backed out a bit on the entry there. He was there, though, I believe.
I'm just shocked at the ability of the 53, Zach Voles, to drive it. The run he gets on the high side. At this track, this is not a track that I would have expected him to be able to make that work, but it's been impressive.
Yeah, I've always thought Indy got to run right on the white line, but man, he's very, very good on that almost kind of second lane.
Mark Vickers taking a peek. We'll see who
I'm re-entering right now. You're gonna
Chad Winstead wants to go with. He's going to push Mark Vickers down the backstretch. We've got a new leader. It's the 84 of Mark Vickers.
That outside can work really well on exit, but that's the problem right there. You just lose so much time on entry. It's tough.
And Vickers is probably thrilled to see that the 53 of Zach Voles was able to tuck right in front of Chad Winstead there.
Going long.
As we see them come up on the lap car of DJ Fluck.
Looks like everybody got through unscathed.
That was sketchy.
Yeah, just a touch.
Whoa, Vols is
Ooh.
loose.
My bad, that was a late decision on my part.
What a save.
What a save, right? Wow.
No, you're good. I just kinda
Needs to
overshot
just
the brake.
get back in line, suck up to the rear bumper there of Winstead, and hopefully he's not out of that draft wake.
Yeah, let the tires cool down a little bit. It'll be okay.
Are y'all gonna pit or no?
So now the roles are reversed. Chad Winstead's trying to run down Mark Vickers.
Question is, who's got the better set of tires right now, and if they start battling, will that allow the 53 of Zach Vols to catch right up there? And who pits when if they have to go to pit road?
So some radio chatter I've been picking up here. Third place car Zachary Vols has been asking if anybody's going to pit with no answer. So that leads me to believe these guys are really close and they don't want to share whether or not they have to pit.
As we see the 6 car of Chad Winstead dive to the inside, we'll see how aggressive Vickers is with the pinch. It goes pretty high. He was pretty conservative with that. New leader.
Yeah, Mark could have held him down a lot tighter right there. This is the way he let him by almost makes me curious if we're seeing a little bit of an opposite at Daytona where he thinks he's gonna have to save a little bit of gas.
Yeah, it's possible.
draft
You see
behind
that
Chad
Zach
Winstead.
Vols has been able to draft right back up to the 2 leaders. Once they got side by side, it pushes that huge wake of air and really gives an advantage to the 3rd place car.
Yeah, he's back in this group.
I don't know if you want to keep an eye on the leaders. If they go side by side, we'll jump back to them, but we'll
Hey,
kind of
Mark and Chad, you guys gonna pit on lap 20-ish or no?
jump through the field here real quick. Erik Blum currently running in 4th. 5th spot is Justin Neves. Looks like he's recovered from that lap 1 incident. 6th is Erik Richardson. Not sure if he's brought his machine to pit road yet or not, but I know he was running, he must have pit because he's 1 lap down now. And he was running 4th there a little bit earlier. And it's like DJ Fluck's struggling out there here tonight in the 88 machine. He might have caught a piece of that lap 1 incident, but he's already gone down a lap to the leaders as well. So hopefully when this thing all cycles through, he'll be able to catch back up. And there's the 92 car, the return of Chad Crow. I think he also caught a little bit of the damage there on lap number 1 and has kind of been stuck behind ever since then. But nothing's changed up front. Still Chad Winstead leading, Mark Vickers trying to figure out a way around him. Zach Vols has lost a little bit to the leaders right now. I don't know if he's getting prepared to pit or what, but yep, here he is. He's going to dip off the racetrack, and as long as he didn't speed, looked like he did a really good job entering pit road there.
So I wonder now, does that force the hand of these 2 leaders?
You got to
That's gonna
pit.
be an advantage, yeah.
Yep, you got to pit next time by.
It's gonna be a huge advantage for him.
And really, the 53 did a great job getting onto pit road. It's going to
As long
be
as-
tough to match that.
Yeah, as long as he gets off pretty quick, he'll be in really good shape. Smart decision by him. Be the first one on pit road.
I did the math and I realized we were gonna run out of gas. 1 or 2 to go.
Well, you heard the audio there. I'm not sure if that was Zach Vols or if that was someone else, but he seems to think they're going to run out of gas with 1 or 2 to go. I mean, I'd be saving gas all I could to try and stay out there for the whole race, Tyler.
So
You see Mark Vickers dive to the inside looking for the lead.
yeah, he's been getting a big run on the end of these straightaways. That's the first time I've seen him make a move with it. Based on what I'm looking at here, it's taking us about a little more than 20 minutes to run 20 laps as Mark Vickers makes a move for the lead on the bottom. Great job by him. Like I was saying though, it took us about 22 minutes to run 20 laps, so I'm not sure that we get the whole 40 laps in. We might only get 38 or 39 here. So the lap times are only going to slow down, so might not.
I see
might
what
not
you're
get all the way
saying.
to lap 40, yeah. Might not need that extra lap or two.
Yeah, you can't see it on the broadcast right now, but we'll try and keep you updated with that. I'm looking at 17 minutes and 20 seconds left in the race session. And if that clock runs out, they're going to throw the white flag.
Yep.
So they might lose a lap or two. And if they're a lap or two short, unfortunately for Zach Voles, he might have just really put himself in a bind. So we see Chad Winstead get a nice run off turn 2, and he's down to the inside on Vickers now.
It's been a great fight. It looks like Vickers, I think he just let out of the gas a little bit there to let him go.
Yeah, he really, I don't know if
be
he's going to
side by
start
side.
saving or what, but he really,
You would think, yeah, he'd had to have learned from Daytona.
Yep.
He does not want to run out, that's for
it's
sure.
funny, these 40-minute races, they're right
Back to
on
you,
the
Kendall.
edge.
Yes, sir. I pitted. I was going to run out of fuel if I didn't.
Yeah. Makes it very interesting,
3 laps short.
fuel strategy. Zach Voles is claiming he's 3 laps short, so we'll see.
Yeah, but he was running a little bit
If I'm
higher
running
on the
first, he's probably gonna
racetrack.
run out too. I would either conserve now or pit
He
now.
did lead a lot of laps as well with no draft.
It's true, but I think
You're running second, you're 50-50. You're running first, and you're leading the most. You're probably fucked.
if that's Zach talking, he probably needs to keep quiet
Plus, with
if he
those
wants a
tires,
shot
Yeah.
at
right.
this thing.
Well, thank you.
Uh,
Giving his secrets away.
but I think you're really on to something, Tyler, is that the session only has 15 minutes left in it. These lap times are about 55 seconds. I don't think we're going to get all 40 laps in. I think we're going to run 38 or 39.
Yep. As we've been talking about this,
Mark has backed it way off.
yeah, Chad has he's almost put a second in between himself and Mark. And it also kind of looks like Zachary Voles is not gaining all too quick with new tires. I'm assuming he took 4 tires, but doesn't appear like he's making a whole lot of ground.
Mark is coming in this lap.
Oh, leader Chad Winstead's pitting this lap.
That is interesting.
Maybe they don't have enough gas.
I wonder
See
if
if
any of these
Mark
guys
goes
know
with
the
them.
old fuel saving trick, you know? I know this is kind of
Yeah.
a newer league, and you slam that left foot down on the clutch pedal, and Mark's going to follow him down pit road. They're both locking it up. See, Mark caught the cone. Hopefully nobody got slammed with a speeding penalty. It'd be a horrible way to throw the race away, but...
Yeah, I would hate to see that.
Now, all of a sudden, we've got Erik Blum here in the 67 car. Does he try to make it and steal a win?
I don't see why not. You might as well go for it. Somebody's got to do something to stop old Chad Winstead. As we see, Zach Voles is heading into turn 3 right now. I'm assuming the leader's still on pit road.
Yep, they're all on pit road right now. They're all taking 4 tires.
Keep my eye on Zach here if you want
Nope.
to keep an eye on the leaders.
I think Erik Blum pulled it down pit road. Yep, he's going to pit.
Zachary Voles is crossing the start-finish line right about now.
This race might fall into the hands of Zach Voles. I wonder why Erik Blum didn't stay out there and risk it. Because now you're
Yeah.
adding even more time, Tyler, with these pit stops cycled, where the leader... I mean, these lap times are going to take a lot longer because they had to pit.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell if that's Chad Winstead out in front of Zach Voles here.
It looks like he's maybe 2 seconds out in front. So he must have done a little bit better job than Zach and Mark did coming down pit road and getting off of pit road. Oh, we
yeah,
see
Zach
Zach
just got the
slap the
fence.
wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Zach's
not
5
what you wanna see.
seconds, 4 seconds back. Him and Now I'm showing Mark Vickers in the
Yeah,
lead.
Mark Vickers is the lead, actually. I'm sorry, we had that all wrong. Yeah,
I think it took the timing and scoring a minute for them to cross the line and get corrected.
Yeah, he's got about a second and a half right now on Chad Winstead, if timing and scoring is all updated now.
So while they're still a little bit separated, let's go through the field after the pit stop. It is Mark Vickers currently leading in the 84 car. Chad Winstead is second. Third is Zach Bowles in the 53. Fourth is Erik Blum in the 67 machine.
Going low. Getting right
Running
up under
fifth
bumper
right now is Erik Richardson in the 13 car. Sixth is Justin Neves in the Liquid Death machine. Seventh is DJ Fluck. And eighth is Chad Crow.
Chad Winstead looks like he's cutting the lead down just a little bit. Look at the nose of Mark Vickers' car. He's got the American flag kind of, looks like it's wrapped almost on like how that Toyota nose looks. It looks good. Oh, he gets it a little sideways there. Okay, the nose of that car looks cool with the stripes of the flag on there.
Whoa, hang on
really
to
sideways.
it, Mark.
Really sideways. Oh.
Hang on to her. No, whoa!
No. Oh man, that's the last thing you wanted to see.
Well, I guess I should have took 4 tires in hindsight, right?
Was that Mark talking?
Yeah, Mark. It sounds like he took
Thought
2
you had it
tires.
there.
Man.
God,
Well, let's
I hate
see
to
if
that.
we can take a look at the replay here from the cockpit view of Chad Winstead. Well, that's not it there. They jumped into the car of Mark Vickers, but here's another view of it from what Chad Winstead saw. That's how it's done to avoid a wreck there. See if we can get one more view at the 84. Just kind of was out of shape the whole turn.
Oh, they're shooting for me. Drink my beer.
Yeah, he
This
held
is-
on to it a lot longer than I expected. That was impressive save. Or almost save, I should say.
He was pretty fortunate though that he ended up spinning it right into the pits. So, you know, at least pop down, get your fast repair, and go right back out on the racetrack.
Yep. I think this is going to end his streak of second place finishes, unfortunately.
I think so too.
Welcome to bottle of Jepson's Malort and forget about this one.
But it's not going to end Chad Winstead's streak.
No, that was what he needed right there.
Yep.
I didn't notice
Sometimes
Mark
it's-
taking 2 tires. I was focused on him from the rear view, and I don't know if
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was-
wait long enough or what, but
Good decision. You got to do something different. As Larry Mack says, if you follow the leader, you're just going to follow the leader. So Chad continues to pull away from Zachary Bowles in second. So
yeah, he's about 8 seconds behind now. Looking at 11 laps to go, but we've only got 9 minutes and 55 seconds left in the session. So we'll be pretty close. Might end up chopping 1 lap off the race total, but
yeah, I think a lot of these guys will go back and look at this, and they might regret not staying out and trying it.
closest battle on the track is actually for third, Erik Blum and Erik Richardson, and they're still 4 seconds apart. And what a bummer for Mark Vickers. He's actually fallen a lap down, and he's all the way back in 6th after that. I think he might have gotten an illegal pit road entry penalty because he missed the commitment cone when he spun into the pits.
Yeah.
And he might have held him another 40 seconds.
Yeah, tough way to end his night for sure.
is so strong for so long. Looked like he was just kind of biding his time there for the longest time behind the 53 car, and pulled out to the lead, time to pit.
He's going to film one of these days.
Yeah, you can't run up front that consistently and not break through eventually.
Yeah, it reminds me of our good buddy Brad Kress that runs with us in Highline.
Yeah,
Run up front so much.
if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chad continues to stretch his lead out on Zach every lap, so he's also got fresher tires, so it's kind of expected.
Yeah, barring something unforeseen, it might be 5 in a row for Winstead, which is just becoming more and more impressive. You think there's any chance he could run the table?
Hey, quick announcement before this thing wraps up tonight. We're off next week.
I definitely think there's a very good shot.
Discord, if you haven't filled it out for next week's info, so fill that one, get a chance to look it over this weekend.
I wasn't here last week, but he's 4 for 4 in my eyes on paint schemes. I don't know what he ran last week, but
I know he's run the golf car, and I think he ran another gas station. I think it was maybe Sitco last week.
yeah,
If not,
he did run a Sitco car.
then maybe it was Brad Keselowski's Violet Defense car.
That's another beautiful car as well.
I don't know if you saw that one or not, but yeah, he's done a good job. This one, honestly, might be my favorite.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the good old XI battery forge.
But it looks even better, this version of it, than, you know, I know it's kind of done off of Jeff Burton's, I think, either 1999 or 2000 XI paint scheme, but the chrome number 6 just makes it that much cooler.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think this is this car might actually look better with the number a little bit forward.
Well, when done right, it can look good. I just don't like the ones that have the big old space between the number and the sponsor, where you might as well have just thrown it in the center anyway.
Yeah, exactly. They got a real, like, small number and then just a lot of empty space.
He's getting ready to put the Liquid Death machine of Justin Neves a lap down. That's another one of my favorite cars out here. And noticed Erik Richardson was running a little bit different paint scheme here. We got Indiana Beach on the car here this week, the Boardwalk Resort. It's a pretty good looking car. Of course, the colors we've come to know of DJ Fluck there, the Jepson's Malore paint scheme. Another nicely done car.
Yeah, I love that blue. Actually,
Here, DJ doing a little bit of downshift in there.
you know, we didn't really talk about that. I didn't think about it that much, but I'm sure they do. You know, there's a pretty big difference in speed here from straightaway to corner, so I'd be surprised.
Well, since they're pretty well spread out, what do you say we just take a lap around with Chad Winstead here? He's getting ready to try and put Justin Neves a lap down.
Let's go for it.
You see, he got a little bit loose there out of 2, and it's easy to do in these next-gen cars. Very throttle sensitive on the exit, which we saw Vickers loop it around, but that was really the only person that we've noticed have that happen. I know there was a little bit of contact in lap number 1, I think maybe with the 6 car and the 92. Coming off of turn number 4 right here. Notice he's getting a big draft off the 82 of Justin Neves. Crosses the start-finish line right there. 4 laps to remaining. Into turn number 1. Holds it right there on the white line. He's going underneath the lap car. That's why he didn't let the car drift there. Through that short chute. Want to get a good exit here off a 2 to set you up for this long back stretch, because this track is shaped like a square. I guess a rectangle. 3 is pretty similar to turn number 1. Another short chute here, and once again going into turn number 4, you're going to want to be set up for a good exit to make the most of the car for the long straightaway here.
He's doing a good job. He's just real smooth, easy with the throttle. Doesn't look like he's got a whole lot of steering input into it. He's just doing a good job.
Yep, pretty much everybody on the track pretty spread out right now. I mean, this is really about as close as any of the cars are to each other, but
I'm surprised that wasn't the white flag the last time by. I think he's going to come and get it right here, as there's 39.5 minutes of elapsed time, so it's like maybe one lap.
well, but they didn't cut. From what you're looking at, it must not count the grid time. It's like what I'm seeing is there's 2 minutes and 2 seconds left.
That could be.
See Winstead here pull to the inside of Erik Richardson. He's going to take 2 laps to go. They might just make it. I think they'll be all right, Tyler.
40. Yep.
So maybe it wasn't a good call to stay out and save gas, but I still think I'd have tried it if I was, maybe the 67 of Eric Blum, or even the 13 of Erik Richardson even.
Yeah, I don't think if you were in that top...
Actually, we see I think that might be a pass for position right now, the 13 and the 82 battling it out. They both right behind the leader there. Ooh, we see Richardson cut the wall. Caught it again, but able to gather it back up. A little bit of damage there.
Save it. Yeah, he was a little sideways. That was a good save, actually, bouncing it off the wall.
Well, for the 5th time this year, we see Chad Winstead. He's going to take the white flag, and if he can safely navigate 4 more corners, he will make it 5 for 5.
Yep, just taking it easy. Nothing stupid here, and he's got this in the bag. He's doing a great job. We're coming to turn 4 for the final time.
Yeah, off of 4, he's got an 18-second advantage over the 53 of Zach Bowles, and it's going to be Chad Winstead picking up the win here at the traditional Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Him and the 6 team will kiss the bricks.
Awesome
well,
job.
Well, that's officially the best result for me for this season. That's awkward.
5 for 5. See if we can't get him up here for an interview.
For me, I guess I actually finished a race. I'm going to blow up my engine to celebrate.
We need Chad Winstead to the booth, if you don't mind. We get a chance.
Sorry, Justin.
Maybe see if we can't get Zachary Voles in here as well.
No worries. I was just messing around there. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that shit again. Good job, Chad. Nothing, Chad. Not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to getting out of these cars.
If you don't mind coming to the booth for an interview.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was fun racing with you while we were up there, and whoever I tapped who was losing it in front of me on that first lap, I'm sorry. I tried not to lock up the brakes.
And once you get a little slide in that turn, there's no stopping it in the next.
There's our guy, Chad Winstead. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Well, probably not as good as you. Just got your 5th straight race win here. Like I was telling Kendall, killing it on the paint schemes again, man.
Yeah, I think this
How's
might
it
be your
feel to go
best one.
5 for 5? Yeah, this is up there.
Thank you, guys. I'm over here failing on my burnout.
It's a narrow track. It's easy to do.
Yeah, this is probably the toughest place to do burnouts. Break your race down for us real quick.
Yeah, so I botched qualifying again. Ran pretty good laps in practice, and
Sorry to have you get a little
the
angered
setup
out
on
there.
this car is pretty wild. It's very loose, and yeah, got kind of loose in qualifying coming out of 3, and nicked the wall a little bit, and it kind of ruined my next lap too. So put me in a bad spot to start, and just tried to stay patient there at the beginning, and with the cars being as loose as they were, I didn't want anybody to kind of spin out and take me out, and it almost happened. I felt really bad. Whoever I kind of helped turn around there in 3 on that first or second lap, they got a little bit loose in front of me, and I tried to hit the brakes and let out, and trying not to spin out and lock up the brakes myself, I kind of got into the back of them a little bit. But yeah, from there on out, man, it was some good racing. I just wanted to catch up to the 1-2 guys, and was just trying to take it easy, stay conservative behind them, and waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
At what point in time did you know that you had to pit?
I saw the fuel at the very beginning of the race and kind of figured it was going to be close. And cruising behind those 2 guys, I was trying to save the car a little bit, fuel and tires. And once I kind of got back out in front, I checked it again. It looked like I was going to be about a lap short. So it looked like Zach had pitted in 3rd place, and I didn't want him to have fresher tires for a few laps and catch up to us on lap time. So had to go for it.
Yeah, and then obviously walk us through. You see the 84 pulls out in front of you. Were you aware he took 2 tires, and then obviously the trouble he ran into, and you had to make a pretty evasive maneuver to save the race there for yourself. And yeah, just talk to us about those situations, and then as well as just running. I mean, y'all really probably had the best battle of the entire season that we've seen so far. The first half of the race, y'all had 3 people under a blanket the entire time, swapping positions. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, that was definitely the best racing we've had. It was fun to be up there, kind of switching around. Zach was, diving down to the bottom, trying to break the slipstream, and it was fun there. But yeah, I thought about taking 2 tires myself because I thought he might to try and get out in front, but the tires were so shot after 20 or so laps. I decided to go ahead and take the 4. As soon as I saw him pull away, I figured he had taken 2, and just wanted to nail consistent lap times, and I figured I could catch up to him. And I hate that he lost it. I felt like we were gonna have a good battle there, and but yeah, I saw him getting kind of loose out of 4, and as soon as I saw that car break right, I knew to duck down low.
Well, man, yeah, you put together another awesome race. Really, the only thing you can do better, honestly, I think, is qualifying. But they don't pay at the start of the race; they pay at the end. So
Yeah, it makes our job a little more interesting to watch you kind of work your way through the field too. I know there was one point in time you were 5 or 6 seconds behind after that contact kind of slowed you up a little bit, and you had some work to do. And it's definitely the most interesting race of the season so far.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I felt pretty confident because I was running, you know, low 54s in practice consistently for about 10 to 15 laps there. So I felt like I had good pace to catch up to them, especially when they were up there switching back and forth and racing side by side. So I wasn't too concerned about catching them. I figured I would eventually with them racing, and just wanted to save my tires as good as I could.
well, man, before we let you get on out of here, who do you have to thank for your win?
I'll thank the usual suspects, the wife for letting me stay up, and I'm on the East Coast here, and thanking the guys for putting on the series and letting me join, and you guys for broadcasting everything. Um, look forward to having a week off next week and just hanging out.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see what paint scheme you bring to the track next, but I think you better hang on to this one here. At least keep it maybe for your officials or something, because that thing looks pretty sweet out there. That's Chad Winstead, 5th straight week. He's your winner. And he'll retain the points lead, and we'll see if he can go for a perfect sweep on the season. But he does it again here at Indianapolis. And we will leave you here with the end credits. And Tyler, I enjoyed having you back in the booth. Like I said, it was lonely there at Watkins Glen, so I'm glad you were able to make it back out here tonight. Any final thoughts on Indianapolis?
Yeah, I'm glad I could be back, but you know, it was interesting. This was probably the best race all year, like you said. So, had a lot of fun watching these guys put a great battle on. Their first, second, and third. It's a good pit strategy. So, it's an awesome race. Hopefully, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
All right, that's the thoughts of Tyler Snyder. Proud to have Tyler in the booth here with me. I'm Kendall Kerr, and this has been Wednesday Night Dash, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time.